You know what's funny? I did a fucking DJ Vlad interview, I think 2016, and it maybe came out 2017, but it was in 2016. And I remember in the interview, I was like very relatively unknown. And I remember saying, I'm making 6 figures a month off my catalog. I remember all the comments. Yeah, yeah, who the fuck are you? Make it. I was. That's why I was talking like that back then. Because I've been making 6 figures a month off my catalog for years. For years.
How did you do the record deal? How did you do the record deal? I love your manager for this, your lawyer, the team you had around you. That
my TuneCore was excluded. My TuneCore was
nobody did that. Nobody was doing that. Everybody gave.
But you gotta understand. Nobody was doing that because nobody had that. Nobody has ever had the type of independent catalog I had while going into major label meetings. Like, no one's had a fucking 300 song plus independent catalog, and then you're talking to major labels. So it's like, nah, you can't touch this. This is all BC. This is before Columbia. You can't touch this. You know what I'm saying? This is all my shit. Now, moving forward, cool. Let's rock out. Let's do these albums. It's an album deal, right? Cool. But everything else, y'all don't get that. It's got nothing to do with y'all. So I that's why, like,
and your album,
I don't have anything bad to say about Columbia, because Columbia really.
But you did tell me. You told me this. You said, Steve,
they revolutionized new deals, though.
You revolutionized new deals.
I revolutionized it, but the fact that the reason why I fucked with them and why I went with them instead of any other label is because they were very, very understanding of my situation, and they were down to fuck with me.
But so, yeah, when you were putting out those albums on Columbia, your catalog kept going up. You were making more money coming in through the side door.
Oh yeah, because guess what? Me putting out an album makes my other songs blow up. It is a disgusting finesse.
I love this shit. I love the fact that he like hit them niggas over the head, man. That shit makes me proud. I fucking love that. I love shit like that, man. I fucking love that. Like, shout out to Russ, man. Independent legend.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com, and right here we got Russ talking about how he finessed Columbia Records out of millions. Now, I know some of y'all might not understand that, so I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Russ signed a record deal with Columbia. It was like, I think, 2016, 2017. And the reason he signed a record deal, because he wanted to be on the radio, he wanted to be a big star and all that stuff. But before that, he had a nice catalog on TuneCore, which is his distributor. He had been putting out album after album after album. He had 11 albums out at that time, I think, maybe 12. And they were starting to get a lot of traction because he did his whole SoundCloud strategy where he released a song a week on SoundCloud. That started picking up a lot of steam because he's making music videos and people are posting on blogs and all this stuff. And what happens is when you have one song that people fuck with, they go listen to the other songs too. And if your content's good, they're gonna keep rocking with it. So he would have one song that blew up, they go listen to all this other stuff. So when he came into Columbia, signed a deal, he already had 300 songs. He already had $100,000 a month in his TuneCore catalog. He told them, you can't touch this. Because he didn't need the money. Shout out to MC Hammer, can't touch this. Because he didn't need the money, right? He had leverage. So I talk to you about all the time. He had leverage. So they listened to him. It's okay, we don't want that. But anything going forward, that while you're here, we get that. Okay, that's cool, that's fine. And so he dropped songs while he was signed to Columbia. They gave it to major record label push, the radio push, the Breakfast Club push, the Hot 97 push, the magazine push, the all that push. And people would go and listen to those songs. And they would go to his Spotify and they would stream the other shit that he owned independently on his own that they weren't touching. And he was getting paid off of that. So he used their marketing to get his other shit to blow the fuck up. And now he's left Columbia with all of that shit. And now he's able to make $1 million a month off his shit. This is how you use a record label. This is what you need to be looking at if you're going to sign to a record label. You need to have a catalog up front, like Russ did, like Cash Money did. You need to tell them you can't touch this, like Ludacris told y'all in the video that we posted, where you can put anything in your contract that you want to. You have leverage because you're not desperate for the money. You know how to build a brand. You've already done shows. You've already done all this stuff because you're a fully functioning turnkey operation, which I talked to you about. And now you're coming to the table saying, these are my terms. Either take it or leave it. And they fucking take it. because they're greedy and they're stupid, and they took it and they blew the shit up, and they made millions off the records that they blew up with Russ, but they also made him millions on the back end because they made him more famous. They built a brand. He used that brand now, because once you're famous, you're famous. So now that brand is going to make him money. He can sell other shit, which he's doing on his own. This is what the music business is. This is what building a brand is. This is what social media marketing is. You need to build a brand. Do y'all think I'm going to be sitting here and doing these videos on Instagram for the next 2 years? You think I'm probably going to be doing this next year? I don't know. I don't think so. Or maybe I am. I don't know. All I know right now, I'm building a brand. And it's going to position me to do other shit down the line. Because once you get the brand recognition, once you get the fame, it's fucking there. Now it's up to you if you're going to use it for good or you're going to use it for stupidity. Or you're going to use it to make you some more money and build a company that you can pass on to your kids. Or you're going to use it to do coke and fuck strippers and be strung out in rehab in fucking LA somewhere. It's up to you. Which one did Russ do? Now look at what he's doing. He said he wants to make $1 million a month next year. We're going to see if he's going to do that. But this is how you finesse. This is how you got to come up. They're using you. You fucking use them. Salute to you, Russ. If you an independent artist that's ready to build a brand and get this shit popping, get this shit cracking, where when you do talk to a label, you can have leverage like Russ does. Russ did. Click the link in the bio. Purchase one of our packages for 60% off right now. Or get your $249 Spotify Players placement for 95% off. $9.99 because you buy my album, True Support. Available everywhere. Links is in the bio. Click that shit. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Group82music.com.